Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a very special video. I made a painting for my mama. Love her so much. This commission though was a little different than any commission that you guys have seen thus far. I was asked to kind of give my take on another artist, so I had to stick with that artist style, and that's a little bit different for me. So I did my best. I'll show you the artist. The artist is right here. His art is really interesting. He does a lot of gestures, a lot of music instruments and whatnot. I love the style. It's one of my mother's favorite artists, and she wanted to challenge me, which she did. I lost many winks of sleep off of this painting last week. I was saying I wasn't ready for it because I didn't come up with a concept that I enjoyed. But I think it came out pretty good. I like the way it came out. I sent her a little sneak peek before it was done, and she said that she liked it, but it's, you know, it's never gonna be good enough for Mama. Mama, I love you, and this is your video. Let's get into it. So I started this painting the same way I start every painting, with a pencil sketch and a little drawing. This painting, I did the background a little bit differently. As you can see that I put so many layers of a really diluted blue. I did this because I wanted it to be all even. Most of the time when I'm doing my background, you can see lots of brush strokes and lots of that. So this was just an experiment on my behalf, and I went ahead and diluted the paint, like I said, and put about 10 to 15 layers of that on the canvas. This worked, and I'm glad that I figured out a new way to make a very solid background. Just like when you're painting your walls and whatnot, you need to put up a few coats before everything is uniform. And I took that knowledge and applied it, and it worked pretty cool. So as you get into this part, you can see me and my baby work together a little bit on getting the pieces of the gesture to kind of pop out of the page. Again, I wanted to make this my own, even though it's very loosely correlated with the artist. Well, not loosely, it's pretty much his style, but I wanted to make it my own style as well. So I decided to have some of it popping out of the canvas. So me and my baby, we cut up a bunch of cardboard, and then we kind of put that together to bring that effect. You might also notice too that in the beginning I went outside and I sprayed some gold around the blue. I mean, it probably didn't make much sense to do the blue in the first place, at least everywhere, but you know, I was learning things, and I think the gold around the edge and the white splatter, I think that came out really cool. Also, thank you baby for helping me. Love you very much. Painting the actual inside, all the guts if you will, I really had a hard time with the surfaces not looking too, they were kind of bumpy, and I text messaged my mom too. I was like, Mom, I'm worried it looks bumpy and stuff. And then she was like, it's okay, baby, it's fine. She said that the bumps and whatnot really give it a unique and one-of-a-kind type of feel. So after hearing that, I kind of went into it with more of, I went into it a little bit better. I was a little more confident, a little more happy, just knowing that she was happy with what she wasn't happy with whatever I gave her, but I genuinely do feel like she liked the direction. She hasn't seen the final product yet. She's only seen some of it, maybe a good 2-3 minutes into the future of this video. That's as far as she's seen. But, I beat myself up a lot. I said that, but, it's only because I love my mama so much and I only want the best for her. And sometimes I might beat myself up too much about it. Love you, mama, so much. So as we get into the color choices as well, she said that she wanted grays, browns, blacks, whites, and a like neon orange. I didn't really have that color. I looked all over the place on ways of how to mix that color, but I couldn't really mix it, so I decided to replace the bright neon orange with the gold, and I think that those colors like really mesh well together. My baby said that she thought that they meshed well together too. So I was really happy with the color scheme and the way that these colors interact with each other, and I might explore that again in the future. Alright guys, now we're in the like detail part. I definitely didn't want to just leave blocks of color, but I knew that I wanted to leave some of them with blocks of color because I didn't want it to be too busy. So I took a note from the homeboy 1000. I watch all of his videos. If you've never watched a 1000 video, please watch a 1000 video. And he does like this, like he got it from like an Asian style, the way that they do like water sometimes with some of their paintings and whatnot. And he uses it all the time, and I love the pattern, so I decided to, on the parts of the blue sections, to do that kind of water design, as well as lots of dots, standard issue Chuck stuff. Lots of dots everywhere, different colors, especially on the browns. I really love the way that the gold and the brown look together, so I left quite a few gold spots on the brown and black spots on the white sections. But again, I didn't want to do too much like color and detail on each of the sections because I didn't want it to look too busy. Alright guys, that's it. We're at the end of the painting. Mom, I love you so much. Did I tell you I love you in this video? Yeah, well, I love you to death. You are my best friend and biggest source of inspiration to be a better me. You're my whole heart, everything. I'm still not satisfied with this painting, so like my baby said, this doesn't have to be the only one that I paint for you. Next time, don't pay me for it. Thank you so much, Mama, for everything, for buying me art supplies. When you saw my first video that you wanted me to do better, is when I got into music, you were one of the only people to support me. You said, go out to LA, do music, don't ask me for no money, but you know what I'm saying? And she still hooked me up, y'all. She took care of me quite a few times, bailed me out quite a few times. She is the reason that I have the job that I have. She was the inspiration for me to get into IT, and just my inspiration for everything. I hope you love this painting, mama, and it won't be the last. Many thanks, and I am looking so forward to giving you Christmas gifts and to be past this pandemic so we can just hug all the time and see each other all the time. One more time, I love you, mama, and I love everybody that comes out and watches my videos. Peace and all the love in the world. Please like and subscribe. It helps so much. All of those subscribes, it only takes a second to do it. Even if you don't, I really just appreciate you coming out for another video. Peace, love, guys, and I'll catch you next week.